Good day, Zimbabwe. In what has become the latest spectacle in Zimbabwe's ongoing saga of absurdities, a police officer, yes, a police officer, has been declared mentally unfit to stand trial after boldly announcing himself as the new Commissioner General of Police and ordering Chinese nationals to pack and go home. Constable Simbarashe Mandizvidza, stationed at Hatfield Police Camp, apparently believed it was time to take charge, not of a traffic roadblock, but of the entire Zimbabwe Republic Police. The state, never one to pass up on opportunity for drama, quickly pounced on him with charges that sounded like a full movie script, transmitting false information with intent to cause harm, violating the Road Traffic Act, and inciting disaffection within the police and defense forces. In other words, they threw the entire legal kitchen sink at a man who, it turns out, was just sick. After 3 doctors, 2 from the state and 1 private, confirmed he wasn't mentally fit, the magistrates ordered that he be locked up indefinitely at Chikurubi Psychiatric Unit. Indefinitely, as in there is no release date. Just the sound of a metal door closing behind a man who once wore the same uniform as those who arrested him. Now, here's the real question, Zimbabwe. If Mandizvidza is mentally ill, why is he being held in prison? When did falling sick become a criminal offense? And why does the system punish madness born from misery? Let's be honest, this man didn't commit treason. He collapsed under pressure. His so-called false information wasn't a coup attempt. It was a cry for help, wrapped in delusion. A delusion fed by poverty, stress, and disillusionment in a country where wearing a uniform doesn't guarantee dignity. Even his old YouTube videos, filmed at a home in what looks like a shack more than a house, tell the story of a struggling civil servant trying to survive on a salary that can't even buy a week's groceries. This is not madness from drugs or rebellion. It's the madness that grows from hunger, debt, and hopelessness. So, while oligarchs drive imported SUVs with tinted windows and offshore accounts, the men who salute them are losing their minds from hunger. Mandizvidza is not an isolated case. He is a symptom of a national disease called poverty fatigue. When you are poor, overworked, and disrespected long enough, your mind breaks before your body does. And if this is what happens to the police, the so-called disciplined forces, what happens next? Doctors, teachers, nurses, how long before one of them stands in a hospital corridor shouting that they are now the new Minister of Health because the real one never shows up? Instead of humiliating and imprisoning him, Zimbabwe should have looked deeper. Constable Mandizvidza's breakdown is not just a medical story. It's a mirror, a reflection of a broken system where even law enforcers are being enforced by hunger. He didn't commit a crime. He committed the sin of being human in a country that forgot how to care. As Zimbabweans laugh or scroll past this story, remember this. Today it's Mandizvidza. Tomorrow it could be your teacher, your nurse, and your own brother in uniform. Because in this economy, madness is not a condition. It's a survival mechanism. So the question remains, who is really insane here? The constable who snapped, or the leaders driving the nation into psychological collapse while pretending everything is fine? If you believe Zimbabwe deserves leaders who heal, not humiliate, subscribe to Zimwaves TV, because the truth should never be declared mentally unfit.